Hey everyone. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Um, as always, I'll give it a couple of seconds, but this will be recorded and saved for your viewing on my page, so feel free to rewatch. I just went live on Instagram. I've done this thing where I'll go live separately instead of using one of those like third-party apps to go live at once, because I feel like there's a message for different people on different platforms. And though it's the same concept, I think I speak differently to people on Instagram than I do on Facebook because I know my audience on both. So we'll see what I say differently, but go to my Instagram and see if there's any difference, if I say anything else that is also beneficial at the Diane Reid experience. But so let's get into it. So this live is based off of my most recent post, which seemed to have resonate with a lot of you guys out there. And in that post, if you didn't see it, I said that your calling will not come with 100% clarity. It requires faith. # keep walking. And that's what I want to talk about today. The ambiguity of calling, the uncertainty, the not 100% clarity aspect of it. And I want to debunk this myth that you have to be 100% clear about your calling in order to move in it. So, story time. I started doing these lives not because I woke up, or I always knew when I was 3 years old, I would go live on Instagram and Facebook and talk to people about calling and confronting their call. No, right? First of all, Facebook didn't exist when I was younger, and going live wasn't even a concept, right? So how I got here is that I felt led to start a business. And when I had that initial idea, my business revolved around, and does revolve around, mathematics, right? Because that's what my background is in. But in order to gain the skills for my business, I actually joined a business coaching group. If you've seen previous lives, you know what I'm talking about. But in this coaching group, in this business coaching group, I actually had the opportunity to speak to over 100 entrepreneurs about false humility, right? And I plan to release that talk soon. Stay tuned. But that opportunity wouldn't have come to me if I didn't move with the clarity that I had at the time to start a business, right? And then from doing that talk, I realized and felt led to continue speaking on people starting to own their uniqueness, to own their callings and perspectives and gifts and talents. So with the very little clarity that I had to start a business on this particular topic, it led me to start these lives and continue talking to people about calling and what it takes to confront it, own it, and walk in it, right? So I say that story to say, what if I didn't move with the clarity that I had at the time to start a business? I don't know if I would have gotten to this place in this timing or at all, right? My job, I had to be obedient with the clarity that I had. So that's my encouragement to all of you guys. My talk isn't long today. I just want you guys to be obedient and walk in the clarity that you currently have. And I know that's like a curse word to my perfectionists and my people who are logical and like to have things all planned out. Hello, I am one of those people. I am you. But our calling requires faith, because as we walk in our calling, we discover new aspects of ourselves. But there are certain aspects of ourselves that are only revealed as we walk in our calling. There are certain skills and people who will unlock certain things in us that are only revealed once we move in our clarity now. So I want to encourage you that even if you're 51% clear about the next move, I want you to move, right? If you feel led to move in that direction, move. Because as you continue walking, the Holy Spirit will lead you to clarity. So that's all I had for you guys today. Let me say this. I think there are callings that we walk in at different ages of our life. So even if you're an older person watching this, there is a level of clarity even in this older age of your life that you can also walk in. This is not just for people who are younger, who are my age. At every stage of life, God is leading you to do something new, he's asking you to move in a particular position. So even if you're 65 and you're clear that, hey, maybe I actually want to start a daycare, move in that position, because you don't know how, as you move to create that daycare or to continue to move in whatever the Lord is calling you to do, you don't know who you're impacting along the way. So give yourself grace. You don't have to know everything in order to move. Just move. Walk yourself clear. And I've heard this saying of like, work yourself clear. You have to work on the things that on your skills in order to get clear, but also walk yourself clear. Walk your way into calling with the clarity that you have and move in it. And impact the people along the way, because as you're walking, you're impacting people. And as you're walking, you're discovering new aspects of yourself. And as you're walking, you're increasing your faith. So walk yourself clear. That's all I had this week. It's a short one. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the heat if you're somewhere warm. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.